Alright, we are here with Artisan. It's the midweek event thing, so that is commons and uncommons. I really like Popper, and I guess I like this as well, so I'm going to give it a shot. I just made this. I have not played a single game yet with like MH3 cards or anything like that. I'm sure, this will change dramatically as we go, but this is what I want to start with. I like Gargantuan Leech. I was looking for another Tolarian Terror, like, what is it, the Gurmag Angler. We don't have Gurmag Angler. That's like the Delve 5/5. It's like the same thing, sort of. Don't have access to it, so I'm going to do Gargantuan Leech. And that's not too difficult, I think, in a two-color deck. Honestly, we could maybe break this down to a mono-black deck. I think that is possible, but for now, it looks like this. This is discounted by caves, so we're running a bunch of caves. I'm running a Terramander. See, the more I'm looking at it, the more I already want to change stuff. But all right. Well, mainly what I'm really interested in is this card. This seems really, really crazy on turn 3 in Artisan. I anticipate a lot of aggro 1/2/3 drop kind of decks. So I don't know how true that is. You also lose a ton of life if you choose to put a creature under this. But it's kind of funny to put this into play out of nowhere. It's got hexproof, it's got Annihilator too. Doing this in Artisan seems absolutely hilarious to me, and I really want to try it. Also, Null Elemental Blast is probably going to be good. I don't know. If it's all just mono red and mono white beatdown, which are kind of the two easiest decks to pilot. If you don't think about the format at all, it kind of just started today, so a lot of people just sort of start with that. This might not do anything, right? There's also not too many multicolored cards. I have none, actually, right? Just because it's a two-colored deck does not mean it has multicolored spells. I really just want to play this card. So, but it'll probably be one of the first cards to take out. Who knows? Yep, bunch of removal. Again, Terramander is kind of just a discounting thing. It's like an upfront cost and then discount it and becomes a sort of another Tolarian Terror sort of. But I might not have enough spells to fire that off, right? Just have this chunk right here, just a bunch of removal. So the Terramanders and the Elemental Blast might wind up being card draw spells. Who knows? But I don't know. Let's just see what happens. I don't know. Send it. Mana's kind of slow as well, but it's not too big of a deal. Got 2 caves. That's pretty cool. All right. Oh look, it's mono white. First opponent, mono white. All right, so there goes the no Elemental Blasts. Already upset with my choice. I just wanted it to be good. I just wanted it to be good, please. Please. Oh, look, it's a perfect curve 1/2/3 aggro deck or something like that. Just like I said. Oh, of course. I'm just in a good mood. I'm glad I'm not playing Historic Brawl. We have ourselves another color. Does anything happen if this hits me? Enters the battlefield, nope. Alright, so I'll just let it hit me. Don't have to make a move yet. Oh, that's not multicolored. Opponent. Alright, let's get rid of that one. Guess I'll play this one. Could, send it here. I'm going to assume my opponent has a swamp, though. Could have also played this, so I had double black. Could cast both of these in the same turn cycle. That was a possibility. Chose not to, though. Such is tradition. Okay, this is definitely a just an angel deck here. Alright. Doesn't really matter what I target, honestly. Alright. Does cut down? Not really. Let's just pass, I guess. Yeah, I really only have one major thing to do here, which is just cut down. And really hope that this does something. But it's not looking like it will. I'm going to just kill this now. I'm just taking 2 a turn. It doesn't seem like it's making sense anymore. I can blow up the campus so they can't surveil. Oh, is it Scry or Surveil? Scry. I might as well, right? It doesn't change really anything that I could play or cast or anything like that, so. Okay, my opponent wastes their entire turn scrying. They're just going to shuffle this away anyways. They would have kept it on top. That's funny. But this counts graveyard. And just stop this scry action, I guess. Okay, let's see here. Could play either of these. They're both kind of reasonable. I'm probably going to cast this one, so let's go black. I'm going to leave up Null Hide, because it seems free. 2, 3, and 4. It's like just free to do that. I don't need more mana at all, right? I just don't. And removal. Excellent. Why not? Should have bait it with this one, maybe? If they pass, it's another removal spell. It looks like it is. I don't have to get a creature off this, but it is kind of funny, too. Let's see. This is Ward 2. They can kill it immediately. Okay. Yep. There's no merit in not doing this. I don't think so. I gotta be careful here. I could just die. This is 8. I take 9, 10... I'm almost dead if I just cast this. If I put it under there. So I don't actually know what to do. Could just put a removal spell. Could just send it. I don't know. Alright, I didn't come here not to do this. Yeah, these Null Elemental Blasts are not looking too good right now, huh? Oh. No way. Yes. Okay, so they can't kill this immediately. They can't kill it immediately, but when it goes back to their turn, they can. Oh, never mind. They have 4. They had 4. Oh, I guess they don't have a second removal spell. Oh, no Elemental Blast. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, dude. Just what I signed up for. Just what I signed up for. Alright. Alright, that's fine. Could maybe stabilize here. I do have a removal spell. I have 2 removal spells. Alright, well, all of their creatures so far died of both of these, so... I was going to need something, and that's not necessarily it. Another Rite of Oblivion. Ay, ay, ay. Let's... just do this. Alright, well, I mean, land go might not be the end of the world. We know about an existing removal spell. This could get really awkward. This could get really awkward. That is the 4th angel. Might be doing this draw go for a while. Oh, jeez. Yep. Okay, it's essentially just another tutor for anything. I could put a land under this, honestly. I don't want to put a threat, because I'll literally die, so... Could put this under it, though. That's not bad. No, we could just get rid of a random card like that. Like, that's just fine. That's fine. So I don't die to it. And maybe they're committed to Oblivion. Like, they could just sack their next creature. Like, they could just send it right now, and I am totally fine with that, right? Yeah, this works out perfectly, actually. I don't lose a threat in my deck. I got a land out of the way. And my opponent got rid of their own threat. So I keep my removal spell. And this can happen. So, yeah. I put my opponent in a weird position, but, like, losing a bunch of life was not on the table anymore. So they didn't have to make that choice there. This one notably has lifelink. So that's something to take note of. I should probably kill this now. So they can't top deck Rite of Oblivion. Okay, they found a scry land. I will blow it up. So they cannot scry. Alright, we did it. Interesting game. I'm kind of surprised with the angel choice. Thought there'd be kind of maybe like more angels than just like these 3 over and over, but that's pretty cool. I like the Rite of Oblivion tech. Okay, let's play, I guess, this one. Interesting. So we can Brain Surge, and I probably want to. I mean, I don't like have a shuffle effect really, but that's kind of just fine. It's still just a really good card, I think. Or do we Fatal Push now? I could hold on to this. Could hold on to it. Think I'm gonna spend my mana though. It's more mana efficient, just send it. Yeah, it's just better. Hello. Hello, no elemental blast. Okay, this can go away. And I guess doesn't really matter because I will wind up drawing both. So yeah, I don't think it matters. Let's play tapped land, right? Yeah, alright. Just pass here. Hopefully this does something. Oh, I want to get my opponent so good with this. Oh, I want to get someone so good with this. They did not crack on end step. I wonder why. So they must use this for a different meaning, like, yeah, it just must be something else. Haha! Haha, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Oh. Oh, I'm having too much fun with it. So I could have played an untapped land here to leave up Fatal Push, but I think it's fine to play the tap land. I could Fatal Push next turn, and I don't know. I think it's just fine either way. I highly doubt I need this immediately, right? I highly doubt that. So it could be Shrapnel Blast. Could be Shrapnel Blast. Haven't seen it yet, but that would make sense, I guess. These two cards are weird, though. Very weird. Bitter Triumph. Discarding a card? Oh, Madness. Okay. Oh, they didn't have the Madness mana. Oh, they didn't have the Madness mana. Tell me you had a land? You didn't? Why are you keeping this if you need lands? What is going on? So there's a lot of removal spells, which means cracking these doesn't really do anything. For me, personally. Yeah, they really wanted to just do... If you're going to do it, you probably should have done it a while ago. Oh, okay. Well, that's a different way of doing it. Sure, I guess. Kind of almost the same result. Interesting. Definitely don't care about a 1-1. Probably kill it anyways, though. Surely you have something else to do. Wow. Alright. These 1-for-1s are probably fine. I don't know how they wouldn't be. Not upset to see lands when I have my single Breaker of Creation. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the next land lets me cast this. Equip creature. Okay. Gets +2/+1. Interesting. Good thing I cast Cut Down, huh? Found the land. It is tapped. No big deal. Hexproof from each color. So, not sure what they could do to kill it. Sure, we'll find out real quick, though. Alright, Breaker. Alright. Yes. Alright, Breaker. Let's go. Let's go. I gained a bunch of life because lands are colorless permanents, if anyone was curious. I love that effect on it, too. Look at that. Hexproof from colored. That's what that looks like. That's pretty neat. Surely you don't have an edict. Only I'm allowed to play edicts. Come on. Come on. Okay. Yep. Do we equip? Do we equip? Just equip? Just equip. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, too. That's fine, too. Come on, let me swing. Just once. Just once. Let me get the Annihilator trigger, please. It's only Annihilator 2, bro. It's not a big deal, right? That's right. Yeah, you sack those lands. Yeah. Alright, look at that, dude. Blue-black land destruction. Hopefully they cast... The smart thing to do is Fatal Push this. The smart thing is to just, like... not Fatal Push, just kill it. Smart thing to kill it. Because if they have edicts, yeah, alright. If they had, like, an edict to, like, draw off of it or something, I'd rather not have that happen. Probably going to cast this next turn, so. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses that much. I'm just gonna send it. Hey, does every black deck have one of these, like, Village Rites effects? completely nuts. Every deck has had village rights. It's utterly ridiculous. It's kind of insane. Like, every time I've killed something in a black deck, they just sacked it. I guess I just have to sorcery speed all of my removal for the rest of my life, because, yeah. Complete nonsense. Is this another combo deck? I'm getting combo vibes here, but I actually, I really don't know. I do not know. Kind of doubt it. Passing the turn is insane here. Feels insane. I feel like if they had nothing to do, getting rid of eye twitch would have been just the right thing to do. Kind of nutty. Nothing on 5? What is happening? What is actually happening right now? Okay, I'm going to get rid of that and then shuffle here. Get probably... Yeah, there's another black source. I really don't need my island. I mean, do you have an edict? You knew this was in... like, my opponent knew this was going to happen. I should probably just not... I'm going to leave up all my spells. I'm not going to get hit. They did not campus scry, so they just completely forgot. Maybe they just don't care. Yep. The old 3-mana anticipate. Oh, I guess they go to the graveyard. I thought they went to the bottom. I wonder if they're scared enough to block. I feel like I would just swing, because you need to kill me. If you don't answer this breaker. Just gotta, like, yeah, you actually have to kind of try to kill me. Trying to kill this in response just doesn't really get me anywhere. I'm just not gonna do it. Yep, alright. Okay, send the Annihilator 2. See what my opponent does. Getting rid of eye twitch here probably makes sense. I don't know how much mana they really need. They got rid of their permanents. Wow, they got rid of their non-land permanents. That's insane. Really? Okay, I feel like maybe could have kept the Warlock class around. I don't know. Maybe they don't have time for it. I don't know. Okay, they make some 1/1s with that card. Sure. Makes sense to me. They could have the other lessons that are colorless, and I guess that could kill this. What is it, like Decree of Annihilation or whatever? Spell of Annihilation. Whenever you cast or copy an instant, blah, blah, blah. Yep, alright, so... It looks like a black-green combo deck again, but they just don't seem to have been able to stick the combo. I really think I'd see edict effects if they had them. I don't know why holding on to these makes sense. You need to draw stuff here, but it looks like they do have them. Very strange. Okay, let's let that happen. Okay, so let's see how they annihilate before I go to cast a removal spell here. No colorless card land. Unfortunate. Okay, I will just kill this and let them just take damage, because it puts them on a 2-turn clock. Yep. And they gotta present another blocker that gets through, go for the throat. Could have also just let them block. Kept the removal for something more important. Again, if there's a village rights, they will probably see it right now. I would assume. This goes down to 1 mana if they activate it. No, they go to 2. That's fine. If they do wind up village rightsing, then they're just dead, so I'm not really worried about it. They actually took a card pretty quickly here. That's a first. Sure. I mean, if I kill this, I win, right? So, what do you got? Can't be village rights. Alright, we did it. I mean, yeah, we got there again with this. How much? I did lose 8 life this game, right? So I would have been at, like, 15 still. So they didn't really do all that much damage to me. Alright. What is this? Looks green. Looks surveilly. Graveyard based. Interesting. Okay. Yep. Let's pass. I'm not gonna crack that ever because it's not symmetrical. I will lose my land. My opponent will not lose theirs. What is going on right now? Black green with nothing 1, 2, or 3. That is nuts. Attacks, you may blah blah blah. I'm just gonna okay. What if I just let this happen? What do you do? Okay. Sure. Well, I guess we got another spell out of their hand for it. I mean, they got my removal spell, but... Okay. Let's run this out. What do you got against this? What do you do against this, my friend? The old 5 stealing life a turn style card. What do you got against that? Sure. 3/1 that replaces itself. Never hate it. They could have double Snakeskin Veil, which would be kind of funny. No way on earth I am not swinging. And I will run this out. Fatal Push could end up mattering, maybe not, who knows. Only it has green right now. That's interesting, wow. This is a 2 mana forest cycling. There's a 1 mana version of this, isn't there? Huh. Strange. Like the Ent is just 1 mana? Sure? Why not? Why not? Opponent's probably going to get into a bit of a pickle because I have a lot of removal in hand. So they could block and then jack this up. They don't have to make me commit anything. I think it was completely free to put this here. They should have put this here, I think. And they didn't. Okay. Love to see this. What does this do? Exile this from your graveyard. Put a counter on a creature you control. Alright. I've had a very disproportionate experience with this breaker. There's only one in the deck, and I keep drawing it. It's kind of insane. I have ways to shuffle. The rest of the hand is good. I don't know. I'll keep it still, but that's just nuts. I've seen this card in my opening hand way too much. It's kind of crazy. Red, white. Interesting. Oh, well, just send it here. Just send it. Yep, I got ways to shuffle. I got things to do. I mean, a couple more lands, and we're just going bananas. So, I mean, I like my situation right now. That is a big, scary card. Which one's scarier? Probably the conniving thing, actually. Although, maybe not. Who knows? Maybe this is more up what my opponent's interested in doing. I don't know. Would have really liked to have drawn a cave there and not one of my swamps. Hand is pretty bad right now. Okay, that is way better to me than activating the recruitment officer. It's kind of interesting. I'll take it, though. Alright, surely we just keep sending 5 and my opponent can't do anything about it? Oh, maybe not. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, still just gonna send it. It trades for so much of my opponent's resources. Okay. Just cast another one then. I mean, a 5/5 a turn is like a lot for a red-white creature deck to kind of try overcome, right? Especially lifelink, which is nuts. Yeah. Opponent doesn't feel like they can even afford to block, so... We even have like 7 life on this too when I cast it. Or I guess every time I cast it, it's at least 8. This gives +1/+0, right? Yeah, that does not even come close to killing me. Oh, okay, wait, what's this? Other humans get +1/+0. Let us kill this. Guess it's the... Actually... Yeah. Alright. Stealing 15 life from our opponent is starting to pay off, huh? They're not necessarily in a position where they have to triple block, which is the main issue, so maybe I can leave one behind. No, I think swinging is slightly better. No, it's not, because they can block for more damage than just like... Yeah, this is fine. They're just going to do a 1-and-walk here. They can't dump their entire... They just can't dump everything, right? And just die, so that's all they can do. Go back up to 23. And I think I will discover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. No, I won't. More reliable to just hold on to the guaranteed removal spell when I choose to cast it. And I will kill their Vanguard. But this isn't lethal anyways, so... I'm going to cast this before I go to blocks. See what happens. This does not need to resolve, though. I am not dead. Okay. Does that change anything? Actually, that gives me knowledge of how to block. I could chump now. 10... 20? Okay. That's fine. Sure. They're not in triple block mode again. I could swing with both of these. Okay, well, they gave up. I don't know. Let me think about this. Very close, very close. But I mean, I kind of had the cut down. So with cut down being a 1-mana removal spell, I will discover here. Okay, it's just mono red again for the quadrillionth time. Guess I'll play the tap land then. I don't think I'm leaving this up on turn 1. It could be like Jun something, but nope, it's just mono red cheap. Smooth brain nonsense. Knolls are dead. Let us probably Heartless Act here. You have 2 spells, I wonder. Ooh, that's pretty good. I'd like to see that. Probably can't play this. Probably would just immediately die. Oh, what do you know? Whoop-de-doo. Of course. Yep, just passing. I would love to Brain Surge, but I probably won't be able to. Probably just have to kill the Nest Robber. I don't know in what world I don't do this, so... It's just important to probably prevent myself from dying. Okay. So, can't cast anything. I can... I think my best bet is finding Cut Down in Fatal Push. So, let's get rid of you and you. Like that. And then leave up Fatal Push. Instead of, like, Null, which doesn't do anything in this matchup, so... Let's kill this, I guess. Can I stabilize? Can I stabilize? I can cast this and Tolarian Terror, so I guess I will do that immediately. Alright, looks like I might have actually stabilized. There was merit in killing this instead, but I don't know, I just... Alright, we did it. We actually stabilized. I mean, I feel like the mono-red matchup has been favorable so far. It's just not the most interesting thing to watch, because it's like just this repeatedly. Let's play this. Gives me double black and double blue next turn if I also play this, right? Okay, let's play you, pass. I will play this next turn. I would love to Fatal Push something. Okay, that's not quite what I meant, but that works. Kind of scary. Could be Toxic Proliferate. There's a lot of Proliferate things that could happen to us. I believe this saves me 1 life, because these can tap for something else, right? Yeah, alright. Alright, well, I mean, we're doing the thing. Came here to do it. I'm going to do it. We're going to go to 10. We're going to stare our opponent in the face. And we're going to distract him with a big old leech. Maybe not, actually. Maybe we don't. I will kill this. I do not want any poisonous to touch me. That's right, you read that card. What up, Brownie? We're just playing Artisan. Commons and uncommons. And it is Utopia. I'm having the time of my life. I'm having the time of my life right now. When it dies, proliferate. Oh, that's fine. You didn't watch the Hirobi vid. Oh, that's just toxic, dude. I thought my opponent was the only one toxic in this game right now. Oh, come on. Don't have it. Come on. Okay, that's what I was about to say. Everyone has had village rights. Like, everyone has had village rights. The second half was better anyways. Like, the second half of all the games I played were just better than the first half, so you didn't really miss much. However, we're creation of Avicining people in this format, and I am having the time of my life. Oh, this is great. I'm going to play the one with Hexproof instead, or a pseudo ward, so they can't use their mana immediately to do anything. Don't use Shieldred's Edict. Don't use Shieldred's Edict. You're not allowed to cast a card. Card is banned. Don't do it. That's right. Just keep mousing over it. You can't target it. Yes. 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 Oh my goodness. Turn 5 breaker. Custom combo. Oh boy. That's a good one. That's exciting. So I need a land to win the game. We have time. I mean, we clearly have time. Surely this is a actual not combo deck that doesn't, you know, do things. Okay. Oh, come on! Come on! Come on! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It is a combo deck, I think. I think this is a combo deck, actually. Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. Alright, whatever. I mean, I can do other cards that aren't that one. Oy, 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 bro. You've got to be kidding me. This is 3 colors. That's nutty. Abzan is almost unanimously a combo colored strategy. Oh, look. A second copy of the legendary I killed. Wow. Alright. Could cast another one. I do have cut down. No, we're gonna just not be... I mean, that could, like, actually kill me. Yeah, it could, like, legitimately kill me. So, let's not let that kill me. Okay, let's, whoop. Tenacious Pup. What the... What? Okay, well, I mean, that makes this decision easy. Exile a target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield as your... Don't care. Could have killed it in response. Yeah, I got stun locked, not gonna lie. Got a little stun lock there. Opponent played this, and I'm like, why is that in your deck? Okay, well, surely we just get there eventually. We could get a land, a removal spell, probably just some kind of removal spell. Brain Surge, actually, is totally fine. Seek New Knowledge is interesting. There's a lot of solid options. We could just put Seek New Knowledge under here. That's fine. I've seen no removal. This looks like... I mean, Abzan Creatures likes to play creatures, so... It might not have a bunch of removal. Could just be something that... gotta worry about too much. Okay, well... we're at moderate parity here. I have to swing. Theirs obviously has flying. There is nothing but Discover. I guess I should Discover here. I have a lot of good hits. Alright, I mean, that's a hit. It's not really the most exciting hit, but it's a hit that I hit. Okay, you're useless and you're useless. Guess I'll keep the bro on top. Okay. Oh, come on. Calm down, opponent, please. Just calm down. Can you stop having more than 5 starting life? No, this is Angel, by the way. It's literally an angel. Okay. Spell Pierce not looking too hot. So if I don't swing... Honestly, if I do swing... I think we can take a turn off to not. I have a lot of removal, so there's that. Let us get rid of this thing. And I guess this... Oh, you know what? Yeah, no. Yeah, that makes sense. We get rid of this too. Okay. Alright, well, in hindsight, I feel like I should have swung. Just how things panned out here, but I didn't. I would have loved to have been able to cut this down. I now cannot... Oh, Not sure what I can do now. Untap land? Untap land lets me cast this, and then it dies to a Johnny's Pride mate, like a joke. Or I could just draw nothing, that works too. Okay, that keeps me alive. Not forever, though. Oh, that's the expected outcome, my friend. Worry not. Okay, this is probably better than Random Discover. Get rid of you and you. That was a very good set of draws. Let's play both of them, right? Alright. I mean, I couldn't ask for better, really. This is really, really good. I can upkeep Seek New Knowledge. Feels a little weird to do that, though. Not gonna lie. Let's just cast it now, see what happens. Get rid of you. Another leech is pretty good. It lets me attack here, which I will. If I didn't gain 5, I probably wouldn't do this, but I also have this, so it's pretty good. Cannot blow up my opponent's only white source. Not that I really think I would anyways, but I mean, they're in almost chump block mode here. This has been a very crazy game. Opponent just wants to go to 1. That's wild. Sure. I mean, hard to respect this random card here. Look at that. Get wrecked. Wow. Crazy. We were like losing, and then suddenly cracking caves for removal spells actually pulled us back into it. That's nuts. Bro, I don't know. Come on. Come on. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how to make the deck not do this to me. Like, I don't know. Okay. I don't know what's happening. Far from me to complain. I don't get it. Okay, well, Promising Vein for an island. Green, white. Okay, well, we've been here before. Sure. Proliferate. Interesting. So, toxic or 1/1 counters. Pretty neat. Yikes. It's actually big yikes. Regret not hitting a swamp there. Tragic. Alright, is what it is, though. I mean, this is in my hand, so it was not like I was going to get that. It's pretty rough. What is Grateful Apparition looking to do? What are we looking to do? I think it was always right to get the island there. I really do. I mean, yeah, I would make that argument. Okay, let's get you. Randomly punished, yeah. So, I don't have triple black, so I can't do this and this. And this could wind up being very bad. But if I don't cast this, I'm not playing Magic. You know what? My opponent missed a land drop, and I feel like I have all the time in the observable universe. So, I'm going to just pass. I got to keep them off the board, though. Would be ideal. I'm just sending so much devastation my opponent's way. It's really bad. All right. I gotta cast this first, huh? Yeah. Tragic. Oh, hey, Hard Evidence. How are you? All right. I mean, the dream is dreaming. What does this do? Land enters. Put a counter on this, and it gains flying. Nope. It's just not let you play Magic. If I can't play Magic, neither can you. Except I sort of am playing Magic. Well, you kind of are not. Alright, let's do our degenerate thing. We're still sitting at 20, turn like 5 or whatever. Okay, other creatures you control have lifelink. Oh, modified. Alright, that's pretty cool. I'm going to see what's under this before I choose what to do. Okay. This in play is just annoying, right? And I don't know how I cast anything else instead of that, so just put that there. Dude, this creation of Avacyn is So satisfying. This is just like... I love this. What does Outlast do? Counter on this creature. Oh, it doesn't have vigilance, though. Well, I mean, it couldn't swing anyways. That's cool. Modified creatures have lifelink. Don't think our opponent's really going to get to do much here. We've just kind of, you know, stopped them from doing things. Okay, sure. Yeah. Alright, okay. Alright. No second white source, though. They can't Outlast. Not that they want to, but they can't. Let's send this. Yeah, Creation of Avacyn is just... feels like a card you put in basically every deck now that's black. Well, in, like, certain formats, I mean. Probably don't need Cut Down at this point. However, I don't really need another creature, let's be real. And I guess I'll prefer this. I don't think I need another 5/5s in play. I'd rather just, like, draw cards and do that instead. My opponent could randomly do something very scary. I don't know what that looks like. They're not really ever beating this. As a tutor for Hirobi? Yeah. Yeah, it's Hirobi copy number 2. You're not wrong. Hirobi number 2. Alright. It's a good thing I left up this, I guess. Opponent's putting something together. I like it. They can actually trade with Breaker, but that's like an Annihilator 4, because like everything dies. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, okay. Alright. Another thing to sack to Annihilator, right? Just sitting under Bestow there. Kind of like it. I dig it. Opponent actually did get to kind of cast their entire hand for the most part here. They can attack. I probably would have attacked, to be completely honest with you. Probably would have attacked. I could have seen what was under this first. Like, obviously killing this in response to them trying to block makes sense. Oh, dude, Annihilator 2 is like peak gaming. That's what that is right there. Removal spell. Oh, tragic. It's alright. I mean, it feels like a absolute, like, yeah, it's just like totally devastating, right? Let's play you. Let's play one of these. Why not? Hirobi and Slimefoot and Squee? So they can't just exile Slimefoot? Well, Slimefoot gets exiled from the graveyard, doesn't it? Like, there's some targeted removal that exiles it, but, like, for the most part, the thing would be to just try to exile it from the graveyard. I don't know if most players are interested in trying to do anything but that. Yeah, or like literally killing the Saproling, right? That too, just kill the Saproling and then suddenly you can't do anything. I've beaten Slimefoot a lot because I've killed their Saproling. And then they're just staring at me with a Slimefoot in their graveyard because it went to the graveyard and they can't pull it back out. So I don't think Hirobi would interact with that very effectively. Opponent has found a phenomenal line here out of... I literally cast this. Like, this game was where this happened. Like, this is kind of nuts. My opponent has drawn, like, the same 4-ofs throughout the entire deck. Okay, well, we're very likely to find removal. Like, very likely to find removal. Oh, I didn't find removal. I think I'm still winning this, but it's just a matter of me finding removal. Opponent should probably also not actually swing at me. Yeah, don't kill the Saproling. Okay. Should also still not swing with them, I don't think. Although maybe they can swing with the 10. Probably? Do I? Okay, opponent says no. Opponent says no. Okay. Alright, again, ton of removal here. Please, any removal. Fatal push, kill this. Yep, got nothing still. Okay. It's another large annoying threat. We're just gonna keep doing this, I guess. Until... the beatings will continue until morale improves. Yeah, there's a couple ways to get saprolings. Like outside your commander. I'm not sure if there's a scam, but I don't die on the crackback, so I'm willing to swing and see if my opponent respects, like, something drawn from me here. Okay, they don't necessarily. I was got to be careful with this, but... Alright, I mean, I'll take it. I did lose my leech here, unfortunately, but I did draw another, so maybe that's fine. Opponent's also at 3. Oop. Yep, just cast this. I'm not going to crack Volatile Field. Them hitting land drops actually kind of useful for them. We're at 17, so they can't just Alpha Strike me twice, so they will just die. Oh yeah, black market connections. It makes saprolings. You're right. That's hilarious. My opponent cannot swing. They will die. So we're both staring at each other awkwardly. They are not dead on board. They are kind of close. I can find lethal here. Quite likely, I think. Although maybe not. Looks like they have a spell, so not necessarily. Let's see what happens here. Okay. I don't know why it was so difficult for them to figure that out. So if I swing all out, they block, and then I have lethal, so I should swing. I lose the that Scourge has eaten 2 leeches, but this way they go to 1. They have 2 blockers, and they can't cast they can't use Outlaw, or Outlast, whatever it's called here on this, because it'll tap it. They need to draw a creature, I guess. That would probably wind up being a chump blocking creature. Man, look at these crabs. Look at these crabs. Look at them. Look at them. Okay, they found that, so they're willing to tap this, and then chump with the 3/3. Oh, I guess it's a 4/4 chump there. Okay. I guess I just do this again, because, again, there's a lot of removal in my deck. Okay, I didn't hit any. Pretty likely to find some. I kind of did. Let's get rid of you. I'm not dead next turn. If I swing, this eats a 3rd creature. That is, like, horrible. But no, I have to do this. I just have to do this. Because then the Scourge gets too big anyways, so... I'm kind of losing one anyways, no matter how I gum it up here. But Brain Surge is looking good. How many more threats do I have? Oh, I got a fair amount still. Okay. It's kind of not what I wanted to see. If they swing, they die. Okay, they wisely do not swing. Looks like they're dead anyways. Tragic. Oh, wait, I needed untapped land. I jacked that up. I'm sorry. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, well, let's, yep. Alright, my bad. Small bad. Guess this game goes on a turn longer. Alright, we'll send the crabs. They're looking frisky. I'm gonna send the crabs. That's funny, though. Yeah, that Voracious, that Scourge there ate 3 of my 5/5s. Looks like we're still gonna win. That's crazy. As it stands, my opponent thinks they're, like, stable, but they're not. They'd have to have, like... I literally don't even know, actually. Alright, we got there. Neat. That was a cool game. I like my opponent's deck. For someone who ate Annihilator 2 and got a little mana screwed in the beginning, they put up a serious fight. Like, that was, pretty crazy. Okay, so I really like this deck. It was very fun, and I tweaked it very... I tweaked it so often that I could make an entire video out of just me tweaking it and show no gameplay. So I might just not show all the tweaks I made, but this is what it ended as. It wound up being very crucial to... Well, not... I shouldn't say crucial, but it was very good to always have a way to get rid of the breaker. I had... I think over half of my games in 2 hours. These games are pretty fast, too. Well, some of them. Faster than historic brawls. Actually, you know what? I don't even know if that's true now, because 1, 2, 3 drops just kind of make Historic Brawl a non-existent format, but I digress. This was in my hand a lot, and like a lot, so it was very disproportionately in my hand. It was nice to always get rid of it with Seek New Knowledge. Brain Surge felt good without no shuffle effect, or without a shuffle effect. It just felt totally fine to simply cast it anyways. I was never really color screwed, as you like. Forgotten Monument does make these tap for colored mana. Like that's notable. And these tap for the opposite color, not just the color they show. And that was pretty good. It was pretty good. Sacking this to destroy your opponent's lands was never something I did. I think I did it a single time. I mean, you get a treasure token, but there was never really... Blowing up your opponent's lands is just not a thing, right? Like, if you're trying to color screw them, you're just not going to, right? I'm sure they have basics, especially in Artisan. It's not going to happen. I think there was a single opponent that had no basics, and it wasn't even correct to, at any point, blow up a land still. So, I just don't like that. I went down to Tolarian Terror, which is kind of surprising, but it felt completely fine to do that. At no point did I feel like this was the reason I was losing, because I didn't have enough threats. That was never a problem. I like to think of these as threats too, right? Like, these find these, and that's, you know, just more copies of these. I mean, these are a little bit more expensive than 1 and 2 mana, but I think I cast this on average for like 4 or 5. So, you know, that's not too bad, I guess. No, there's no land worth blowing up. I'm just running these because it's probably the best cave past Promising Vein, and then the Discover lands. I think this is just the best cave next, right? Because of Forgotten Monument. If it wasn't for Monument, I don't like this, but this allows them to tap for any color. So this is like a Mana Confluence, and Mana Confluence is actually really good. So it felt completely fine to drain myself of 1 or 2 life, maybe even up to 3 throughout the course of a game. But for the most part, it wasn't like I'm constantly tapping my lands for life, for mana, colors, and stuff. It never really hosed me like that. I think I hardcast this 2 or 3 times, too, which is kind of neat. I started with 2, but it felt like if I ever drew one, I always wanted to get rid of it, and it just didn't make a lot of sense to have 2, I think. Especially when you can run ways to get rid of it. And we can't run Brainstorm, so this just felt fine. Brain Surge, yep, again, just liked it. Didn't need shuffle effects to like it. The removal was nice. Hard Evidence didn't get to see too much play, but I liked the 0-3 buying me a lot of time against what wound up being a fair amount of red decks, right? The 0-3 is annoying. It does just sit there, and your opponent either commits to killing it, or it just gains you a bunch of life, because it blocks repeatedly, and it's very annoying. So, I really like the crab. I actually do like the crab, but again, I didn't really get to play a lot of games with it. I went through like Spell Pierce, and Unsummon, just more removal. The only matchup that was truly abysmal, I think, there's like a Jund Goblin Persist combo deck, not really a big deal, I can kill everything in response. But the big problem was Hexproof, there's like Bogles and stuff. Kind of lame, but it is what it is. You could run Shieldred's Edict, and then Chainer's Edict, and I think a couple other edicts. Pyrrhica's Libation. Instead of these removal spells, your deck would be slightly worse, but would still just make that matchup basically free, because they don't run too many creatures, and you can just Edict them all away, and they kind of just lose like all the other decks to removal. But I think it's fine to be much better against everything else and make the Bogles matchup miserable, which is not too big of a deal, unless you're bumping into Bogles all the time. I only saw it once, so I'll take that for what you will. But I'm probably going to play more of this over the next 2 days or whatever, because it's only here for 3 days, for whatever reason. I would probably go all in on this format if it stuck around, same with Pauper. Every time it does show up, I like to make a shout out to Wizards that hopefully you actually make this a permanent format. I love this format. It is very fun, and there are a lot of cards that are kind of viable, right? At least until some kind of degenerate meta shows up, which would probably inevitably happen. But I just Man, I really wish we could play this all the time. This would be so fun. Or like, you know, Artisan or Pauper Brawl would be cool too. Like commons only in a Brawl deck. That would be kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. Screw it. Just throw stuff at the wall. But this was very fun. I saw nobody playing anything close to this. I don't even think I saw a single counter spell or really any deck that had blue. I think Island was by far the least represented land I had seen again on my opponents. Like I didn't see any blue decks really at all. Not really a surprise. A lot of people are probably just firing up the queue, making a deck full of 1, 2, 3 mana creatures, and then just trying to kill you, and that's it. But if people are like me, putting like a lot of thought into their deck or whatever, taking it probably too seriously, quote unquote, you're gonna wind up having a very, very positive win rate. I won a lot of games and didn't really lose at all. I think the couple games I did lose is because I didn't know what my opponent was up to, and then it was like a combo thing or bogles, and I'm like, oh, I guess I can't win, and then I concede. But most of the time, it's like my opponent's just going to suffer through a ton of removal, right? It's just MVP is all the removal, but man, Creation of Avacyn is just so good. Yeah, this is an uncommon. That's kind of nutty to me. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just that fair, right? 5 mana or turn 5 big scary giant degenerate thing is probably fair, right? Just on turn 5, there's reanimate spells that do that on 5. There's Through the Breach on 5. There's, I guess, Sneak Attack technically, sort of on 5 mana. Like it's probably just completely fair. But if you Dark Ritual this in other formats, I find this to be very, very, very good. So. Yeah, I construct my Momir deck. Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. I just get 3 random Momir games, emote spam, so my opponent concedes being upset because I got a better roll than them or something. I hate Momir Basic. I hate everything about Momir Basic. And, yeah, randomness just is not really ideal to me. I don't really enjoy it. But, alright, enough chat. I am tired. Let me know what you think about this format. If you have ideas for the format that you want to watch me play, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. This was an absolute blast.